Welcome to our channel for another enlightening book summary. Today, we delve into the influential work of The New Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Before we dive into the essence of the book, let's understand the mind behind this groundbreaking text. Dr. Maxwell Maltz was a renowned plastic surgeon turned self-help author, known for blending psychological insights with practical wisdom. So, let's dive into the summary of this incredible book. But before we dive into the content, I kindly request a moment of your time to appreciate this video by liking it, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that notification bell. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much. The New Psycho-Cybernetics expands on Dr. Maltz's original work, delving into the remarkable power of the mind and its impact on our lives. The book explores how self-image, beliefs, and attitudes shape our reality and influence our success. One of the key concepts in the book is the idea of the self-image. Dr. Maltz emphasizes that our beliefs about ourselves dictate our behavior and outcomes. By reshaping our self-image, we can transform our lives and achieve our goals. Another important aspect discussed in the book is the power of visualization. Dr. Maltz introduces various visualization techniques to help readers reprogram their subconscious mind and manifest their desires. The book also touches upon the importance of setting clear goals and creating a positive feedback loop. By constantly adjusting course and learning from mistakes, we can move closer to our desired outcomes and achieve lasting success. Throughout the book, Dr. Maltz shares real-life examples and success stories to illustrate the principles of psycho-cybernetics in action. These anecdotes inspire readers to apply the teachings in their own lives. An essential theme in the book is the mind-body connection. Dr. Maltz emphasizes the influence of our thoughts and beliefs on our physical well-being. By cultivating a positive mindset, we can enhance our overall health and vitality. Another crucial aspect discussed is overcoming limiting beliefs. Dr. Maltz guides readers on how to identify and challenge negative self-talk, replacing it with empowering affirmations and beliefs that support personal growth. The New Psycho-Cybernetics also introduces various self-improvement techniques, such as goal setting, visualization, and relaxation methods. These practices are designed to help individuals unlock their full potential and lead fulfilling lives. A significant focus of the book is on reprogramming the subconscious mind. Dr. Maltz reveals how deeply ingrained beliefs and habits can be rewired through consistent effort and positive reinforcement, leading to lasting transformation. Throughout the book, practical applications and exercises are provided to assist readers in implementing the principles of psycho-cybernetics in their daily lives. These practical tools enable individuals to take concrete steps towards personal development and success. Psycho-cybernetics explains how thinking of the human mind as a machine can help improve your self-image, which will dramatically increase your success and happiness. Psycho-cybernetics is about human self-image, how it's crafted and how it can drastically affect your happiness and success. These blinks describe how to use machine principles to feed your mind the right data and steer yourself toward a fulfilling life. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz is a book that explores the power of the mind and provides practical techniques for achieving success and happiness. Here are 3 reasons why this book is worth reading. It offers life-transforming insights that can help individuals overcome self-doubt and develop a positive self-image. With its scientific explanations and relatable stories, the book presents complex concepts in a clear and understandable manner, making it accessible to a wide range of readers. By exploring the relationship between mind and behavior, the book encourages readers to take control of their thoughts and actions, paving the way for personal growth and fulfillment. How would you describe your personality? Are you frequently angry, well-organized, or do you struggle with math? Do you think this way of believing about yourself came from within, or from a judgmental boss or a group of friends that labeled you? No matter who you are, you believe certain things about yourself. Even at this very moment, you are telling yourself a story about your nature. Sometimes that narrative is good, and sometimes it's bad. Often, we tend to feel that we are the villain of our own story. Unfortunately, this type of automatic thinking can lead to many negative consequences. The way we see ourselves can either pull us down or lift us up. The choice is ours. Maxwell Maltz's 1960 book Psycho-cybernetics, A New Way to Get More Living Out of Life is a great book to help anyone learn how to pull themselves out of a negative story. Whether you feel that you are always depressed or need to find a way to be more productive at work, this book can pull you out of a slump. These are the 3 most significant lessons I've learned. The story you tell yourself about your personality affects how you act. There are 7 components necessary for a positive personal image. Your highest potential can be unlocked as you learn to take care of your emotions. Let's discover how to make some mental upgrades. Lesson 1. The way you act is a result of the mental image you create of yourself. Whether you like it or not, you've created your own self-image or a blueprint of who you are. Every success, failure, and experience you've had has played a role in the creation of this mental illustration. Life events, whether traumatic or wonderful, lead us to create the mental blueprint of ourselves. This principle is important to know because who you believe yourself to be determines how you act every day. For example, if you've had struggles with math your whole life, you may tell yourself that you're bad at math, that it's just who you are. It's the thought of being awful at arithmetic that makes you continue to struggle. Maybe instead of having a hard time with numbers, you think that people judge you for the way you look or act, which causes you to push people away. Unfortunately, this perception of yourself and how others view you is making you shut down. This principle is similar to Martin Seligman's explanatory style described in Learned Optimism. How we explain life events to ourselves determines how they will affect us. Between every situation we experience and how we feel about it is a space. Within that space, we decide what to think the circumstance means, whether good or bad. We have to improve what we think to change how we feel in any situation we encounter. When we upgrade our perception of ourselves and the world around us, we can improve the way we act. Lesson 2. To create a successful personality, include these 7 principles. Maltz teaches that there are 7 elements of a personality that attract success. The acronym SUCCSS summarizes these fundamentals. The first element is sense of direction, or having an objective to pursue. Direct yourself towards success every day by setting goals. Next comes understanding, to know when your fear or desire is altering the truth. Anxiety, fear, and desire cause us to misunderstand events, which leads to failure. Then we have courage, which is taking calculated risks to make your goals happen. Don't delay action until you are completely confident. Even imperfect courage is better than none. Afterward comes charity, which consists of putting the problems and needs of people first. Caring for others is a hallmark of outstanding individuals. Esteem is next and is all about having a positive self-opinion. Tell yourself often that you can do whatever you think you can. Self-confidence comes after esteem. You can improve this one by remembering your past successes. Learn to accept and love yourself for who you are, and forget your past failures. And last we have self-acceptance, which is learning to live and be okay with yourself, weaknesses and strengths. Lesson 3. How you care for your emotional well-being determines whether or not you can become your best self. As with physical injuries that form physical scars, emotional pain leads to emotional scars. The pain that causes scars is our body's natural way of protecting itself from more damage in the same place. The purpose of emotional scars is the same: to protect the soul from future damage. Unfortunately, scars of the heart distance you from people. Think of these scars like emotional walls that keep out even the people that love you the most. So how do we heal this damage to the soul? Like a scalpel can cut away physical scar tissue, forgiveness is the tool that breaks down emotional walls. Forgiveness comes in 2 parts: forgetting the feeling of pain and letting go of the act of forgiveness itself. Erase in your mind the feeling of being wronged, then work to forget that process. As you work at this, you will find yourself healing from emotional wounds and letting others in again. By developing a habit of forgiveness, you will pave the way to unleash your true personality. This process will allow you to reach your maximum creative potential for the full expression of who you really are. Another unlikely but vital key to our emotional well-being is practicing disinhibition. When we focus too much on what others want from us or what they think of us, we hinder our full expression of self. In contrast, disinhibition teaches that we should speak before we think. This is one way to eliminate the self-conscious thoughts that often prevent us from being ourselves. Psycho-cybernetics is full of powerful ways to get out of a rut and reach your full mental capacities. The message of hope from this book can uplift many who have struggled for a long time with self-doubt and discouragement. Those are the individuals who truly deserve to immerse themselves in this extraordinary book. Psychologists, neurologists and philosophers. People interested in the inner workings of the mind. Anyone in need of a boost. The 15-year-old high schooler who struggles with beating themselves up, a 35-year-old mother of 3 who considers herself a failure, and everyone needing a mental boost. Here are some invaluable insights gleaned from this captivating book. I trust you will find them exceedingly beneficial. Feel free to delve deeper into its wisdom and let it inspire new perspectives and ideas in your journey. 1. We act according to the image we create of ourselves. Each person has a self-image, a mental blueprint that describes the kind of person she is. This all-important conception of self contains the beliefs she holds about herself based on past experiences, successes and failures. Such perceptions are crucial since people act like the person they believe themselves to be. If you think of yourself as a failure, you'll quite likely fail. Conversely, if you consider yourself successful, you'll find ways to succeed. But why are these life-determining self-images formed in the first place? Well, it's usually for a logical reason. A person might consider herself a failure because she had a bad year in school after her parents got divorced. While some people can easily recover from such an event and be back on the honor roll in no time, others find themselves trapped in a self-image that tells them they're the kind of student who gets Fs. In this way, whether good or bad, the formation of a self-image is crucial to everything that follows in a person's life. Here's another example. The author knew a man who suffered from his ugly looks. He felt his nose was too large and that his ears stuck out. He suffered because he felt other people were judging him for his peculiar looks. In reality, however, people weren't judging him for his appearance. Rather, it was his own negative self-image that made him cripplingly insecure and miserable. In this case, his perception that others were spiteful toward him made him spiteful back. However, this was a loop that could be broken if he turned his negative self-image around. 2. We're hypnotized by negative beliefs. The power of rational thinking can lay them to rest. You probably think of hypnosis as a stunt for an oddball circus act. But every human is hypnotized in one way or another. After all, the power of hypnosis comes from belief, and you already know how powerful beliefs can be. Just consider a friend of the author, Dr. Alfred Adler, who did poorly at math in school, leading his teacher to believe he had no talent for the subject. 3. The human body contains a success mechanism that's driven by imagination. People have often theorized about the body as a machine, a concept that isn't too far from the truth. While humans aren't machines per se, we each have a machine that we can use when necessary. The author calls this phenomenon psycho-cybernetics, a conception of the human brain and nervous system as a servo mechanism or automatic response that processes negative feedback to guide its course. This theory operates according to the principles of cybernetics, the study of machines and mechanics. 4. We can stimulate creativity and make ourselves happy. Whether it's writer's block or a stalled brainstorming session, it's common to hit obstacles when pursuing a creative project. Most creative practitioners know that when such a roadblock presents itself, the only thing they can do is relax and wait for inspiration to return. This wisdom makes perfect sense since humans have a highly specific creative mechanism. It only activates when we become interested in solving a particular problem, consciously consider the dilemma and gather every piece of relevant information. 5. 7 elements make up a successful personality. Success isn't something you simply find any more than failure is something you arrive at. Rather, failure and success are the result of forces buried deep within your personality. Both are produced by unique sets of elements. First up, you'll learn about success, an acronym that explains the core elements of a successful personality. 6. Being aware of what causes failure is key to achieving success. The factors that lead to failure can be readily summed up by an acronym of the word failure itself. First comes frustration, which arises when you feel you can't realize an important goal. This produces a self-fulfilling prophecy as you think of yourself as incapable and are therefore more likely to fail. 7. Attend to your emotions and unleash your real personality. When you incur a physical injury, your body forms a scar to protect the damaged area. In this way, scar tissue is nature's way of preventing further injuries to the same place. Similarly, people tend to form emotional scars to protect hurt feelings. However, such scars don't just protect you from the person who initially hurt you, they can also separate you from all other people. After all, they construct an emotional wall that keeps out friends and foes alike. 8. Use these 2 simple techniques to find peace of mind in a world full of interruptions. Imagine you're at home, quietly reading a novel. Your phone starts ringing, and you instinctively jump out of your favorite chair, rushing to answer the call. In the blink of an eye, you went from a peaceful state of mind to one of unrest. And who can blame you? The ring tone is a signal that you've learned to obey. But the truth is, you don't have to answer the phone, you could just as easily ignore it. The new Psycho-cybernetics emphasizes the importance of community and social support in one's journey towards self-improvement. Dr. Maltz highlights the role of mentors, peers, and positive influences in helping individuals reach their goals. In conclusion, the new Psycho-cybernetics is a comprehensive guide to mastering the art of self-image psychology and harnessing the power of the mind for personal growth. By applying the principles outlined in the book, readers can create a life of purpose, abundance, and fulfillment. You can find the link to acquire a copy of this incredible book in the description below. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth exploration of the new Psycho-cybernetics. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you found this book summary helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more book summaries and insightful content. And share this uplifting summary with someone who may benefit from hearing them. Leave a comment down below if you've read this book or have any other recommendations for us. Remember, your thoughts have the power to shape your reality. Stay tuned for our next video.